Welcome everyone, I'm your host, Locum23. You're joining me for Choices, where you play Endless Summer, Book 1, Chapter 13. One of us isn't supposed to be here. "20 stories up, you and your friends survey the island from the Celestial's rooftop garden. All is quiet. Any sign of them? Besides you, Sean scans the horizon through binoculars. I think we're safe. For now. You saw how they chased us. They'll be coming. Then, how are they leaving us alone now? The sun is going down. They could be waiting till dawn. I'm sorry, but who exactly were they? What were they? Strange, muscular figures loom towards you out of your memory. Leader's golden eyes bore into your soul. They seem pretty human to me. And pretty stylish. What were they doing wearing masquerade masks? I think they're the island's inhabitants, hotel guests, aliens. So aliens, as I believe, we picked last time. I think it was aliens or islands inhabitants, and someone got cranky. I'm gonna go with an island's inhabitants. Oh my gosh, do you really think so? The people inhabiting the island are inhabitants? Wow, you're real smart. But John's right. One thing's clear, they must have been here a long time. I just don't know how anybody noticed them before. Just because nobody told you about them, Leela, doesn't mean they weren't noticed. What we do know is that they've been watching us for a long time. They seem to know me, to know Sean. Well, whoever these watchers are, they're coming for us. We'll be ready. Craig's right. We gotta barricade ourselves in. Lock the entrances, gather weapons, anything we can use to protect ourselves. Oh, sure. Great plan. Then what? We just established that we've got no help coming, and a giant sea monster won't let us leave. Correct analysis does project a 0.4% chance of survival. We can't hold these watchers off forever, so what's the point? We'll have faith. It doesn't matter, I'm not giving up. Faith. We can't lose hope, Grace. If we put our minds together, especially yours, we'll figure out what to do. Yeah, can't let faulty assumptions cloud my thinking. Faith, I'm unfamiliar with the concept. However, while the chance of survival remains, it makes theoretical sense to persist. Perhaps there are unseen edge cases. You guys are ridiculous. This game has been rigged against us from the beginning, and there's no point in playing a rigged game. Stay focused, everybody. Let's split up, get to work. We can't be caught unprepared. Sean leads the group back towards the elevator. Vegeta nuzzles at your ankles. Yeah, I'm scared too. You notice Diego biting his lip, not moving. Diego, what's wrong? Besides everything? Yeah, besides that. It's just, sure, I get the plan. We're sealing ourselves in, but who are we sealing ourselves in with? What do you mean? Nothing else here is adding up. And remember we talked about when we got here? How are there 11 students on this trip when there were supposed to be 10? One of us isn't supposed to be here. Diego? All of us are supposed to be here. Huh? I'm just saying. I think this place is our destiny. All of us, whether we won some contest or not. This is an adventure we always talked about, and nobody ever said adventure would be safe. You know, maybe you're right about it then. With a grin, Diego walks past you, joining the others in the elevator. Alright, let's do this. Yes, let us venture. A few minutes later. Ugh! You strain as you and Diego lift a massive sofa in the lobby. Okay, let's go a little to the left. My left or your left? Soon you're stacking it with a pile of lobby furniture in the front of the entrance. You take a moment to catch your breath and wipe sweat from your brow. Greg walks by with a massive table casually under one arm. You guys good? Michelle, your lifting technique is suboptimal. Avoid muscle strain by using your... Are you gonna float there, doing nothing and talking crap? Are you gonna actually help with something? Technically, she is helping. I apologize. I lack a corporeal form to assist with manual labor. I also must advise your efforts to barricade the building will prove fruitless unless you are also able to block the subterranean tunnel. Wait, what did you just say? Accessing long. I'm not quite sure what I was referring to. I appear to have accessed a partially reconstructed memory file. I recall that a hidden tunnel exists, leading into the main resort tower. John, if the Watchers find it, there will be no stopping them. Iris, do you know where the entrance is? Scanning. No blueprint found. Cross-referencing. Matches 4 files containing term wine cellar. It's in the wine cellar? Where is it? I think I saw the stairs down to it in the restaurant. I'll head over there and see if I can find the secret tunnel. Do you want to come with? I'm not sure I could find it on my own. You look back at the heavy lobby furniture and all the windows you have to block off. I'll go with you, Quinn. Great, let's go. Quinn leads you toward Tortuga, the Celestial's famous restaurant. You wind through the kitchen until... here it is. Together, you lift a trap door, revealing a spiral staircase leading down into darkness. Think it's safe down here? What do you say we find out? By all means, after you. Quinn takes your hand to stabilize herself, and you lead her down into the darkness. The first thing that hits you is the aroma. Corks, scrapes, and earthly smell of wooden barrels mix and fill you with peace. Wow. Nice. Your eyes adjust to the light of the dim lamps, revealing row after row of gleaming, dark wine bottles. This is an absurd collection, John. Look, they've got 1954, 1908, 1873. Oh my. I believe a wine connoisseur's just lovely fantasy. You pause by a small rinse basin. A pair of wine glasses stand on napkins with a little Cabernet left in the bottom. I wonder if people were down here for tasting when it happened. Whatever it was. You notice Quinn has fallen silent. Even in the dim light, you can tell her eyes are glistening. What do you think is going to happen, John? To us, I mean. We're going to be fine. It's up to us. It's out of our hands. It's up to us. Our destiny is always a matter of choice. What we do from now on will decide what happens. The choice will always be ours. I'm not so sure, John. Sometimes things are just out of your hands, and as much as you wish you could control everything, you can't. But I really admire that you're the kind of person who wants to have your fate in your hands. I just wish it were possible. Now, let's find that secret tunnel. We can't block it off if we don't know where the entrance is. You wander together in the dark, staying close, surrounded by immeasurable craft and wealth, like a modern pharaoh's tomb. Gwen stops by a particular bottle and examines the label. Oh, wow! Domaine de Marquis, 1865. I've heard of this. It's supposed to be absolutely amazing. You recognize the vintage? You must be quite the connoisseur. Well, not really. It's more than... No, it's silly. Tell me. You're gonna laugh, but I like wine because it makes me feel sophisticated, like I lived a full life. When you can dive into a minute of something like wine, it's because you don't really have anything serious to worry about. And somehow, the thought of that is so peaceful to me. But all anybody wants is to be at peace. Damn. So, besides that irritating noise that just popped up, all anybody wants to be at peace. I've had a life of complexities and fighting. And it took me a lot of self-reevaluation to find quote-unquote peace, to stop being constantly on guard. And that's what I find with nature, to be at peace. But if you never feel challenges, if you never truly know challenges in your life, there's a lot you'll miss. The good and the bad. So being constantly at peace, I'm gonna go with what makes us strong. It's obvious that you've been through a lot in your life, Quinn, but that's what makes you so amazing. What's life but struggle after struggle? You sound like my pastor, and you're both probably right. But maybe I don't want to be strong anymore. Maybe I'm tired of being strong. Quinn glides gracefully up to a wall of rough stone, running her fingers along the crevices. This separation here, do you think this could be the door to the tunnel? Where? Quinn takes your hand and gently places her fingers against a small groove. Here. She looks at you in the dark. Your face is close. The light from behind her blooms in her hair, making it look ablaze. Kiss her. You can't hold back. You lean into her, your lips pressing together in a desperate, a hunger, a raw need. John. She pulls you against her slight frame, so you pin her against the wall. It's frenetic, ravenous. You clutch each other in the dark until Quinn looks down and leans her forehead against your chest. I'm sorry, I just can't keep my hands off you somehow. Me neither, but I guess we should focus on the task at hand. Exactly, I really don't want everything to end without ever getting to be with you, you know? You tilt Quinn's chin up so her sparkling eyes meet yours. I won't let that happen. I know you won't. Oh my gosh, I love lipstick all over you. Let me clean it off. Quinn slips a napkin from the table and dabs at your face. She pauses. There's handwriting on the back of this napkin. What's it say? A equals B plus C minus D? A math formula? Could this somehow be a clue to finding the tunnel entrance? 4 letters standing in for 4 numbers? We're in a wine cellar, so I wonder. It must be a year. It would make sense. We're all down here on years. Look around. We're surrounded by strings of 4 numbers in a row. The vintage year on the wine bottles. You're right. So we're looking for a year where 4 numbers would work with a formula on that napkin. What was it again? A equals B plus C minus D. I am so confused. So A? So we would need to find out what B and C and D are. Oh my god, I hate this. I hate it. I didn't deal with this crap since math, and that was many years ago. You search through the wine bottles, hunting for a vintage that matches the clue. Quinn, I think I found it. The year that matches A, B, C minus D is... Okay, hold on, let me think about this. A equals B plus C minus D. For whatever reason, my brain works a little bit different. I originally imagined A was a 1, B was a 2. I was going in that numeric order, and that's what most likely would sound like, so, hold on. If B, which is 2, plus C, 5, minus D is 4, 1. That would still be 1. So A is 1, right? So I was right. When I look at A, I think 1, B is 2, C is 3, D is 4. So it would be 1. I just don't know how you get the other numbers. You know what? We're gonna pick one. Oh! Shit. So, hold on. So, if you have to find B, do you take A plus C minus D? Which would be... Or, do you remove... Or do you make it plus D? Which would make it 9. So we're down to these two. Hold on. I'm gonna go with 1908, screw it. 1908. 1 equals 9 plus 0 minus 8. It worked. I told you my brain works differently than this shit! You try to pick up the 1908 bottle, only to realize it's fake. It's a lever. Pull it. You yank the bottle by the neck and hear a cranking sound. Behind you, one of the wine racks swings out on a hinge, revealing the hidden tunnel. So, this is where people could sneak into the resort? Why would they even need such a thing? I've been asking why pretty much non-stop since we landed. Like, why 1908? I bet these numbers were special to work. Somehow. We should close this up and make sure nobody can get in through here. Soon you and Quinn have closed the tunnel entrance and barricade it with wine barrels. You test the secret lever, but the entrance stays closed. Mission accomplished. Try getting through that. You and Quinn head back towards the spiral staircase. I just want to say, thanks, John, for coming with me. She kisses you tenderly on the cheek. Back upstairs, you notice Grace and Alistair carrying armfuls of various trinkets towards the ballroom. Huh, wonder what they're up to. You follow them and find Michelle, Raj, and Leela waiting next to a table piled high with all manners of materials. What is all this? Isn't it self-evident? We're setting traps. Like, Home Alone! Dude, that movie was super violent if you think about it. I've already scattered broken glass along a number of hallways. We'll hear the crunch if any intruders sneak in. What are you doing now? Leela absently looks down. She's stripping a thick bundle of electrical wires. Oh, this? I ripped them out of the wall. We can flood the entrance with a very thin layer of water and leave the exposed wiring in the puddle. That way, we just have to flip on the electricity and instantly electrocute any intruders. Easy peasy. You're, pretty good at setting traps, Layla. How did you learn all that, what to do? You know, Girl Scouts. Pretty sure they don't teach that in the Girl Scouts. In any case, we have some materials to use. The question is, what do we do with them? For instance, this can of oil-based paint, very slick. But I shouldn't have to say, but given our present company, I feel I must. Please don't get it in your eyes. In fact, I suggest we dump it on a staircase so the watchers slip down and can't follow us up. Ha! Sweet! I was going to suggest we fill these balloons with it and use it to blind our enemies. What do you think, John? Let's use the paint to fill the balloons and blind them on the staircase so they slip. Hate to break it to you, but this doesn't work, so let's go with balloons and blind them. The obvious choice. Oh man! Oh, Rosh doesn't like us anymore. Sorry, bro. Either way, it's sure to cause devastating injuries. How exciting! And look what I found. Let's see. I got one of these curly straws, a walkie-talkie, and a big-ass picture frame to whack people with. A frame? What in the devil is the point of... what's this? Alistair turns over the frame to reveal the black and white photo held within. In a candid shot, Everett Rourke grins broadly as he plays an arcade cabinet in a game room. What's the inscription say? The Celestial's proprietor, Everett A. Rourke, gets a perfect score yet again on his favorite arcade game, a prized possession. Dude! There must be a game around here somewhere! Needless to say, this junk would prove utterly worthless. Thank you as always for your contributing, Raj. We still have the matter of compressed oxygen tank we found. It was in a suitcase of scuba gear. Oh, nice. The tank is highly pressurized. If we knock the nozzle cap, we can launch it like a missile. That'll do some damage. Well, my idea isn't exactly a trap, but if we store the tank underwater, say, behind the waterfall of the pool, we could hide down there in case we're chased, without having to come up for air. Ooh. Let's use the oxygen tank as a missile, which can always backfire, by the way. Or hide underwater. Hide underwater. Really? You like my idea? Fine. Don't come crying to me when you die. Hooray! Good thinking, team. We're capable of all sorts of destruction when we work together. Let's finish setting up these traps now. Leela, I got a question. Is that really something to be proud of?
Oh, we're all capable of setting up and then doing destruction and death and horror.
No, that's not something to be proud of. In the hallway, you bump into Jake and Estella, each carrying a bunch of blunt instruments. And what are you guys up to? Steve Rogers said we needed weapons, so we're getting weapons. Baseball bats and stuff. Not that they'll make a difference. Why do you say that? It doesn't matter what you put in someone's hands. If they don't know how to fight, they don't know how to fight. That's not entirely true. And nobody else here knows how to fight. Trust me. What about, like, Sean and Craig? Big, tough, strong, sure. Probably been in a schoolyard fistfight, but that's nothing like life or death. When it all hits the fan, John, you're gonna wish you knew a thing or two about self-defense. You know, I could teach you if you want. We could head down to the beach for some one-on-one time. We haven't barricaded the rear entrance yet, but it's inside the resort walls, so we'd be safe. Well, that's if you think you could handle things getting a little rough. Or you could go there with me. Someone you could actually learn things from. Then why don't you both teach me? Works for me. Come on down to the beach. There, it won't hurt so much when you get knocked on your ass. Soon, you're standing in ankle-deep water in the high tide facing off against Jake. Don't beat my booty, babe! Alright, widen your stance a little now. What am I practicing? The Kamehameha? Like this? Better. Not great. Pretty bad, actually, but better. Not much of a teacher, are you, pilot? Is that so? Alright, oh Cap'n, my Cap'n. Oh my god. No, you did not just reference that. Why don't you show us your tricks? Estella peels off her clothes, neatly folding and stacking them atop a rock on the beach. She joins you in the water. Ever been in a fight before, John? Too many. With me, things can come to blows quickly. No way! I avoid it like the plague. I've never needed fists to get what I want. Huh. Oh, yeah. Nobody ever wants to fight me. I usually just charm the pants off people. Literally. If the situation calls for it. That's what I like to hear. It really? That worked? Okay. In any case, if you want to stay alive, forget everything you know. Blank slate. Everyone's worst enemy is themselves. All you have to do is turn that against them. What in the hell is this psychological mumbo-jumbo? I thought I was teaching John here, but maybe you need a lesson too. Look, all you gotta know is to attack with everything you've got. Be relentless, keep them on the defensive, don't let them collect themselves. No, you should use the enemy's movements against them, redirect their momentum, and exploit it. Clearly we have different styles, so I guess it's up to Boy Scout which way to go. I want to try Estella's. Honestly, as a martial artist who has 18 to 20 years of experience. God, it's been that long. Pretty much my whole life I've been fighting, keep that in mind. Not like literally fighting, though there has been quite a few fights throughout my life. My childhood, typically kids worry about bullies. Try having bullies at home, and you eventually have to start figuring things out on your own. Life. That's why I agree with also the fate. Not everything's just some mystical being up in the sky or wherever in the heavens, as they call it. Has connected all the dots in your life, and it's just destiny. No, I don't believe in that. So when it comes to types of fighting, I've seen that Jake's offensive techniques, while they can be good, I believe defensive would be the best way. I'm trying to think, was it Aikido? And also, I'm trying to think of the other one. Oh my god, I am having a blank moment here. Wow. Jeet Kune Do, sorry. That also uses against the enemy when they go to attack you. It's kind of a mixed combination. I can proudly say I've practiced Jeet Kune Do. I would say, oh man, that really rivals some of my top practiced. Okay, anyway. Maybe there's hope for you yet. Fine, don't come crying to me when the Watchers whoop your ass. You line up opposite Estella, with the water sloshing around your ankles. Listen up, John. I'm gonna attack you with a few blows. Nice and slow. What you need to do is watch my movements and anticipate where I'm going. Move with me, find the openings, and grab me. It's kind of like we're dancing. Yes, actually. Estella's cheeks blush a little. Sure, why not? It's about the best way to put it, yes. If you ever watch, go on YouTube, and if you ever watch people when they're practicing and they're going slow and teaching new students, it actually does look like it's kind of a combination of, say, is it yoga? Yoga, dancing, and yeah, that's actually about that. Well, some people move to get their cheese aligned and things like that. I think that's part of... Oh my god, what is it? Okay, anyway. Here I come. Estella attacks you in a slow motion. You focus on her movements, gracefully but powerful. You dodge her fists and feet, her elbows and knees. You move in close, grab her around her stomach, and hurl her aside. Not bad. Gotta say, Boy Scout, you look good out there. After an hour practicing technique, you find yourself struggling to catch your breath. Tired? Good. Now comes the hard part. That wasn't the hard part? You have to spar one of us and try out what you've learned in full speed. I'm still gonna go with Estella. No offense! Think you can handle it? But I'm exhausted. That's precisely when your enemies will come for you. Can we do something other than spar here in a little bit? I mean, what? Good choice. No point beating on cupcakes. I'm not even gonna take that as an insult. Cupcakes are delicious. Ready when you are, John. Using identical techniques, you and Estella spar cautiously, juking each other, waiting for the slightest mistake. Are we gonna dance here all night, John, or are we gonna spar? I'm not letting you rush me. You taught me better than that. Stella jabs with her left arm, just a little, but it's enough. You spot the slightest opening in her defense. Miss, whiff, hit. Your punch swoops into Stella's arm and jabs into her abs. Surprised, Stella topples back, splashing down in the water. I can't believe it. You actually got me. That's because I'm a quick learner. You pounce on her, pinning her against the soft sand. You can leave now, Jane! Impressed? As a matter of fact, yeah, I am. Soon, the three of you are toweling off and getting dressed. So, how'd I do? Well, you definitely showed some mettle. Those tricks will come in handy. Yeah, when all hell breaks loose, I bet you'll even last 5 or 6 seconds! Maybe even 7. Great. Thanks for the vote of confidence, guys. You're heading back inside when you hear a cheer go up from a nearby room. You peek past the door and find a room filled with card tables, dartboards, and arcade cabinets. You guys found the game room? Vegeta scurries over to welcome you, climbing up on your side and perching on your shoulder. We totally were looking for Windows barricade, I swear, but we got a little distracted. Isn't this place dope? Will you guys pipe down for once? I'm trying to focus. Zara sticks her tongue out in concentration as she leans down over her pool cue. There's one stripped ball and an 8-ball on the table. Craig's beating Zara. She's toast unless she makes a shot. I said shut it. Zara, projectile analysis predicts that at your current angle, you will miss. Allow me to assist. Isis projects a holographic display onto the pool table, highlighting the exact direction Zara should hit the cue ball. Nice. Quarterback calling it. What the hell, bro? That's cheating! Zara adjusts her aim and strikes the cue ball. It ricochets around the table, knocking in both her last striped ball and the 8-ball. Oh yeah. How's defeat taste, Craig? Salty like your tears. Vegeta hops down off your shoulder and bounces around, mimicking Zara's dance. Hey, looks like Vegeta has moves too. Adorable! Smiling, you look past Zara, and your gaze falls on a game cabinet nestled against the wall. Hey, I recognize this. Raj found a picture of Rourke playing this game. You think back to the inscription on the photo. Celestial's evident. Rourke gets a perfect score yet again on his favorite arcade game, a prized possession. Most Wanted 2? That's a series based on those crazy murder cases in LA, right? Yeah, total cult classic. You rest your hands on the controls and a strange feeling comes over you. Why am I getting the crazy feeling that this game is somehow important? Why don't you give it a try? See what happens. Warning, this game is notoriously difficult. Few can match Rourke's perfect skill. Okay. Do we want to play it? Or do we want to enter a cheat code? Because I know what the cheat code is. Let's go ahead, since we've seen me do it in the past videos. I actually had to do this twice in our God mode unlocked. Whoa! How'd you know the code? Down in the wine cellar, Quinn and I found the set of numbers that seemed important to Rourke. I'm not surprised he put them in. Psst, I bet he never actually beat this game legit. Cheating is for losers. What are you talking about? You just cheated to beat me in pool! It's fine when I do it. Try to keep up, Craig. Oh, you still get to play. Okay, God mode. Okay, so we get to play as Dave Reyes or Samantha. Damn it! I hate you, Pixelberry. I really do. You make me want to play Most Wanted, though. But I want Most Wanted book, too. Let's go as Dave. Inspired by true events. Oh, Marshall, that murderous cult leader's getting away. We'll have to work together to catch him. Match the prompts to the correct button. Act fast, ready, set, go. Investigate. Investigate. So this is cheat mode. Shoot. They all are the same thing! I hate you so much. Yeah, shoot. Banter. Shoot. Shoot. This is so stupid. This is cheating! You got 1,000,000 points. The perfect score. I did it. Way to beat the system, John. You're going to jail, bad guy. On the screen, the two little sprites leap into the air and high five. Aw, I thought they were gonna kiss. Pretty much everyone's exact reaction when, yeah, they never did. Congratulations on the highest score. Enter your initials. It's letting you put your first, middle, and last initials. What are you gonna type, John? Ear. E. Everett A. Rourke. Guys, look! Behind you, a panel appears in the wall and slides open, revealing a hall. Now that's what I'm talking about! Let's see what Rourke Boyhead was hiding! You venture first into the hidden hallway. What is this place? It appears to be some sort of community security command center. You examine the consoles and stop by a large red button. Tears? What's this? Searching, reconstructing corrupted memory. It is the Tsunami Emergency Response System. In the event of a tidal wave, the Celestial was built with industrial steel shutters that can descend and seal off all doors and windows on the lower 10 floors. Once activated, the shutters remain on lockdown for 12 hours. Sealing off the bottom half of the hotel from any ground attack? Hey, that sounds pretty good right now. Yeah, no way those rainforest peeps could get through that. This is a no-brainer. Yes, but we're only protected for 12 hours. For you, Craig, everything is a no-brainer. You don't think we should do it, Zara? I'm just saying, it's a 12-hour lockdown. If they can't get in, then we can't get out. So if something happens, let's just say I'm somebody who likes to know her escape route. You look down at the button. Why do I get this choice? I'm still not gonna press it. I want to, but then I also don't. And her logistics can't be argued with, so don't press it. Zara's right. If we lock ourselves in here and somebody gets in anyway, we're barreling the fish. Yes, I don't need you to make my point for me, but yes. Your call, John. I just know I'd sleep a lot more soundly if we had a giant metal plates protecting us. Maybe there's some other stuff in the security center we can use. You're rummaging through a couple of drawers when you hear a tremble in Craig's voice. John? You're gonna want to take a look at this. Craig offers you something in his hand, a plain manila folder. The kind you've seen before on this island. On the Polaroid, clipped to the front is... Oh my god. Me! It's me! They have a report on you too? John, you gotta read it. With a lump in your throat, you delicately open the folder's cover. Okay. So, Clarence Omega. Surname, unknown, first, unknown, middle, unknown. Date of birth, 1990, January 1st. LaHuerta, Greater Antilles. Oh, so I was actually born in this place. Who is he? Threat assessment is a perfect 10. Aww, that's so thoughtful of you. You should have cranked that sucker up to 100. Even though it doesn't matter because 10 is the highest. What's this supposed to mean? And why does it say you were born on LaHuerta? I wasn't born here. Just then, a second sheet falls out of the folder. Dropping onto the floor, you kneel to pick it up. Whereas this one is on a much newer paper, as if it was just printed, and instantly you recognize the face in the photo on it. Ooh! Iris, a system-wide alert, timestamp 7:30 hours. Assessment code name, Serpens. August 1995. Cambridge, England, has somehow gained access to the plane. He is on his way to LaHuerta. The guide responsible will be fired, Leela. Situation appears problematic, but the statistics predict that this may turn out to be a good development. As long as the selected never learn his identity, Everett must be contacted immediately upon plane's arrival. Threat assessment 8. Is this for real? Dude, this looks... Alistair is our work international asset. The hell, Iris? Why didn't you say something? This report has your name on it. It certainly does, but I can assure you I have no recollection of this data. My system restore point is far from earlier. You know what this means, right? Alistair is the 11th winner, the one who shouldn't be here. He's been in contact with Everett work? John, he's been in on it from the beginning. I think we had a little chat with our classmate. Gather the others and track down Alistair up at the rooftop garden. You find him talking awkwardly with Grace by the railing. Or rather, what I'm trying to tell you is... Yes, Alistair? It's simply a matter of, wanting to be, forthright and... maybe you can start being forthright about this. Alistair and Grace turn to see the rest of your group facing them. Each of them have their eyes on Alistair coldly. What in heaven's name are you blathering about? I think you owe us an explanation. You're a backstabbing traitor! Well, if this was book 2... no, I'm kidding. I like you, Zara, but no, you know what? No, I'm gonna stick with me, even though I lose points with certain people. I'm gonna stick with me. We're your friends, Alistair. You owe us at least that much. The hell, John? This freak isn't our friend, he's a spy! why are you taking it so easy on him? John, what's happening? Why is everyone so angry? That's what we're here to find out. You hand Alistair the report you find. As his eyes scan the words, his face goes cold. Grace reads from beside him. Her eyes flick up at Alistair, and the material washes over her expression. She backs away. Alistair, you're... Grace, it's not what it looks like. You think you can see tears welling up in his eyes. About time to tell the truth, Alistair. You've got one chance to tell us everything. How long have you been working for Everett Rourke? I'm not. Quit lying. It says right here that Everett was to be contacted when you arrived. You're working with him. I am not. I can't be. Why not? Because I am Everett Rourke. In an instant, everyone falls silent. Alistair's eyes fall to his shoes. He speaks through a grimace. No, the Everett Rourke. My name is Everett Alistair Rourke the second. The man who built this place, the man who brought all of you here is my father. Act 3 complete. Oh, Alistair. Why did you not tell us? Today's been a long day and I haven't had coffee yet. So we have chapters 14 and 15 left. If I believe so, yes. So with that in mind, I do thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please feel free to like, comment, share, or if you're not already subscribed, please do so. Also, head down in the description below. You can either follow me on social media, or if you're feeling generous enough, you can support me and my channel. And until next time, stay well, stay awesome, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.